Hi, this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you how to affix Swarovski crystals to an acetate frame and make a great pair of earrings. So I have my acetate frames here, and these are from Zola Elements, and this is the beautiful Twilight color, so it's got a lot of the little blue and cream and even a little pink down there at the bottom for a nice little color pop. So I have two of those rectangular frames, and they have holes at the top there, but no holes at the bottom, so these are going to be perfect for earrings. So I have my Swarovski crystal flatbacks here in Crystal Light Chrome, and they're so tiny and perfect for this application. And then for a little pop up top, I'm going to be using some Gita settings. Now this is a great earring setting here, and it's a nice post earring. So it has a little loop there at the bottom, so I'm going to pop a stone in there and attach it to my Zola finding. All right, so I'm going to complete this earring, and to do so, what you're going to need is we're going to be using some GS Hypo cement here. And then I'm going to be using the magical pick, and this is a great little, it has a nice little sticky tip, and it's going to help me pick up those rhinestones. I'm going to show you how to use that. And this is the pad that comes with it. I'll show you all about that as well. And then I have a popsicle stick, and this is actually to help me with those Gita findings. I have some toothpicks here, and then I also have two pairs of chain nose pliers. I have one regular and one bent, but these are just going to help me open and close a jump ring that we're going to be using to attach our earring to our rectangle finding. All right, so if you have all your supplies ready, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm actually going to use a little piece of paper here just to kind of move that out of the way. Just to kind of place it underneath my GS Hypo cement, because I'm going to leave it a little bit open as I'm working. Usually we kind of close the glue, but because I'm going to be using a lot of the different little stones, I want to just make sure that my work surface is protected. So you can just use a sticky note, a piece of paper, a paper towel, whatever you like. This is just to catch any little glue droppings. All right, so to use our magical pick here, it has this nice little edge here, and this is the sticky end, and then the end over here is a nice little sort of pointed end, and we're going to be using that to kind of maybe move around some of our rhinestones. So the pad here is really, really great. So you just lift it off, and this is just a piece of Scotch tape under there, but what it's going to do is it's going to activate that sticky, so you can hear it kind of snap on me. And this you can use over and over again. So if it starts to get less sticky, if the tip starts to get less sticky, you can just sort of reactivate it and then go back to placing your rhinestones. All right, now I'm going to do kind of a fun pattern here. So if I'm looking at my earrings, and let's say I'm wearing them like this, I'm going to do one where the rhinestones go kind of up the side here, and then on the other side I want to reverse it to go up this side. Now each acetate piece is completely unique, so the coloring is always going to be a little bit different. So, just before you begin, kind of look at it, think about where you want those stones to go, flip it over, turn it around, whatever you want to do. You can mix and match. You can also go up both sides. You can do it just all at the bottom. You can do down the sides of each piece. This is entirely up to you. You get 72 of the Swarovski crystals to work with. So if you're kind of dividing it, you're going to do 36 and 36. Now I'm only going to do mine on one side, on the front side. You can also do it on the back, so if you want to divide that, it's 18 and 18 on each side. So just totally up to you, and this is totally free form, so each earring is probably actually going to just look a little bit different, unless you really do want to plan out exactly where to place all the stones, but, I like to just kind of go for it. All right, so we're going to be using GS Hypo cement, and go ahead and take the top off of your GS Hypo cement, and you'll notice that it has a nice little sort of pin tip there. And we already see some glue welling up there. So what I recommend is what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to do maybe 3 dots at a time. So I'm going to start in this corner here because I told you I was going to go all the way up. In fact, I'm going to actually kind of wipe that off. There we go. So I'm going to do 3 little dots. 1, 2, and 3. All right, and then I'm going to set that down and then quickly come over with my magical pick, and this is going to bring them over, and I'm just placing these onto the little dots of glue I just added there. And then you can use this side to kind of move them around if you need to, or sort of press them down just so that they get right on top of the acetate there. All right, and then we're just going to repeat. So that's kind of the whole process. You just sort of have to eyeball where you want your stones to be. And the reason that we're using GS Hypo Cement for this is that it's going to allow us to really just pinpoint that glue because we don't want all this kind of gloopy glue everywhere. But it does dry clear, so you can kind of push these guys around just a little bit. So we'll grab that one later. All right. There we go. All right. Put that guy back over there. Oops. All right, so yeah, so you can see that my glue is dripping just a little bit. So you just kind of just wipe it off there. And we're just going to go back and do a couple more. I like to do maybe 3 at a time. You can do more if you like, because, you know, our glue is staying open, so you do want to work quickly. But that's it. That's how easy this is. And you have a little bit of time to kind of move some of these guys around just a little bit. Notice he was kind of getting off there. There we go. All right. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep going, and I'm going to kind of create a cool little line that's going to come across here, so it'll sort of divide that section. So I'm just going to keep placing them as I see fit, and then I'll be back to show you the next step. All right, so I think I've added enough here, so I'm going to let this dry, but I just kind of want to let you guys see the sparkle and kind of the studs that are happening there. So you can get a nice little flash there, and it's not too much, you know, you don't want to add, I mean, you could add it all over if you wanted to, but I just want just a little sparkle as you kind of move with it. So, all right, so I'm actually going to move these to the side so I can let that dry. And we're done with our glue for right now. And I'm going to come in and show you how to set your stone into the Gita finding. All right, so I have a size 39 here. And all of our Gita findings listed at Beadaholique.com will tell you the exact size that you need so that there's no guesswork for you. But it has these 4 little prongs here, and these are really great, and it's just going to hold that stone, so we actually don't need any glue for this. All right, so very carefully, I'm just going to place my stone in the center there. And don't worry about those fingerprints, you'll clean those off later because you're going to kind of need to hold it down. And we're going to be using a popsicle stick for this. Now, a popsicle stick is going to be great because it's going to help you sort of roll over without scratching your crystal. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to kind of put my thumb on top of the stone and make sure that it is nice and centered in there. You can kind of see that it can wobble around just a bit. There we go. All right, and then to the prong, I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to roll it over the top. So it might be hard for you to see, but just watch the motion that I'm doing, where I'm just bending that prong right over the top, just like so. And then we're going to go across the stone here. So we're going, you know, from 3 to 9. And then I'm just going to do the same thing here and just kind of gently roll it over and just press down. There we go. And then now I have the other 2 that I'm going to do. And again, just kind of rotate it in our fingers. And you just use the little side of the popsicle stick just to kind of roll it down there. And move to the other side. And repeat. And just roll that down. There you go. So now we have our stone nice and set. And I'm just kind of polish it off. There we go. So now we have our stone nice and set. He's not going to go anywhere with any movement. All right. So just to complete the look, which is really, really simple, we're going to take one of our jump rings here, and these are 5mm 20 gauge jump rings. And I'm just going to take it in my bent nose plier, my chain nose plier, give it a little gentle twist to open, loop it onto the acetate frame, and then making sure it's facing forward, we're going to loop on our loop of our Gita finding and sneak our pliers in there and close up that jump ring, making sure it is nice and flush and nice and closed. We don't want to lose any components. And there you have it. That is how simple and easy this is, but you get that nice crystal at the top and those crystals sort of cascading down the bottom. So that is how easy it is. So I hope you guys do this at home. You can get all of these supplies and even more. Choose your favorite colors of stones and crystals. We also have these in gold as well. So be sure to head over to Beadaholique.com to shop all the latest. Thanks for joining us here, and if it's your first time here, be sure to hit that subscribe button below to get all the latest from Beadaholique.